So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for showing up. Today's question is, what does God want from us? Big question. What does God want from us? The preachers will say, God wants your heart. God wants you to serve Him. God wants you to worship Him. God wants you to understand His word. God wants this. God wants that. God wants you to give. Give the tithe and offering. That's God wants. Preachers will say, but I will say, God wants you to understand you. God wants you to understand you. To become mature in Him. God wants you to become profound. God wants you to be aware about yourself. And then from there, He is going to use you to perform, to declare, to reveal Himself to people and to the creation, to His creation. As God wants you, that is what God wants you to do. Mature in Him. Grow. Become aware. Not just a mere believer. Not just a believer. Not just a giver. No, something beyond that. See, when you read the Bible is a good book. The Bible is a great book. And it has a lot of stories, inspiring stories. Sometimes if you do not read by yourself, somebody is going to read and translate it wrong to you. And if you don't understand how they're translating it, you're going to believe. And once you believe, remember, beliefs have powers in you. Believe. When you believe that I cannot make it, you truly going to make it. If you change your belief and say, you know what, I don't care how it is going to happen, but anyways, I'm going to make it. You just shifted your belief to a positive belief, positive energy. And then you know what? You mobilized an energy within and outside. And then things you want will all come to you in an ease. At times you see, we find ourselves struggling and thinking on how things are going to be. We lose hope, but unexpectedly things change. Well, how does things do happen? You see, we cannot understand nature, but myself, I could tell you this. Become aware about yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, your habits, your routine. Become confident about yourself. Improve your self-image. You see, get the hell of fear out of your life. Become more profound about yourself. Become a student. Always studying, always learning, always creating, always becoming new. Nourishing yourself with new knowledge. Allow your mind to think. Allow your mind to come up with new ideas. Do not limit yourself from thinking, from creating, from becoming innovative just because somebody said that when you think like this, it is ungodly. God cannot give us thoughts and still limit ourselves from using the very thoughts that He has given us. He has given us enough potential to think, to shift our beliefs, to become better version of ourselves. And we are not the same. You need to understand that. We are not serving the same purpose, that we are different. You are different. So once you understand you're different, what you do is to listen from me. And once you listen from me, you understand what I say and you figure things out. Take time to think about what I'm saying. Don't judge. No. Think about what is this guy saying. Become aware about myself. And what am I supposed to be aware about myself? It's about your character. It's about your personality. It's about your behaviors, your automatic habits. Those are the things you're supposed to become aware about. Your environment, your cultures, your beliefs, things to become aware about. You have to be aware about what I say. And then ask yourself, who am I supposed to be? If you don't know yourself, take a little time to study yourself. Take a little time. Look for a mentor. And let the mentor take you through the journey of self-understanding. Once you find yourself, you do not need people to convince you to believe what they do believe. So once you have become the profound kind of a person, and God is going to use you in His mighty way to perform His functions on earth. That's why you see we have teachers, great teachers. We have great speakers. We have great leaders. We have great writers. We have great thinkers. We have great prophets. We have great apostles. We have people who have been gifted differently. And in doing and executing their duties, they become great. They wrote great books. They have inspired and they brought this world to the point that it is today. And now we are very people who have lost direction. Now we want to destroy the very history, the very effort that our great people have put to see this world in this position that it is today. You see, so let us not be deceived that God wants us to do this for Him to bless us. No, because in the book of 1st and 2nd, the letters of John, 1st and 2nd and 3rd John, you know, the Bible surprises me because it says, you know what, you did not do anything good to deserve God's grace and mercies and love, to send His only begotten Son on earth to die for your sins. You did not do anything good. You did not love God. You did not lament to God for God to descend His Son to show love and direction to us. No, we didn't. So there's nothing that you can do to please God than understanding yourself and becoming a self-profound person. And that you please God, because once you are contented and fulfilled about yourself, and then everything in the world responds to you. You can perform miracles. You can do whatever purpose that you are created to do in the most profound, the most great, in the most potential way, undescribable way. You become unstoppable. You see? So, yes, we have to listen from people, but we have to be aware about what we're listening and what we are digesting into our thinking brain, what we're putting in our spiritual realm. You need to be very careful about what you're sharing to people, because we also have those people who have gathered negative energy and who are ready to ruin the very good energy that is supposed to heal the universe. You need to be very careful. Some people will shut you down by feeding you wrong information, and once you believe in the information, they start controlling you. That is what the English did. They came to Africa, they did the studies, they studied Africans and understood Africans, and they gave them the Bible and they took the land because they understood that in their land we have minerals, we have different substances that are so good that we can use to produce other products that we can sell and make money and make wealthy and make ourselves comfortable, and we control them. And that is why up to date they are preaching the gospel of trusting and believing in God and not trusting ourselves that God will use us to do his job in the universe. Guys, it's a great revelation. If we wake up to that revelation, we make a difference in our lives. Listen, guys, what happiness do you find in living in poverty the rest of your life? What happiness do we feel living this way the rest of our lives? Living hand to mouth, surviving, complaining about the government, complaining about preachers abusing their purposes. How long are we going to stay down and see things messed up? You see, in the name of we are believing in God, that one day God is going to do his own will. God can do his own will, yes, but he has to use people to perform his will on earth. And you are supposed to be used to be a good energy to the universe, to heal the universe. But you are fearing, but you are afraid, but you have believed what somebody told you, that you do not need to speak about this because it is illegal, and you accepted that. But you are complaining, but you are crying about education, about the government, about religion. To hell. We need to wake up and know that the mightiness of God is within man. Not just one man, but to every man, everybody, which means you have the potential to do something. Don't belittle yourself. Stand up. Don't judge people. Don't judge people. Let people be. What you need to do is become the best version of yourself. Learn from other people's failures. Learn from other people's success and become the best version of yourself. Become a good leader to your family, to your teammates, and become a great political leader and bring transformation to the country, the state. Become a good pastor, become a good bishop, become a good apostle who understands, you know what, I'm not just speaking to anybody. I'm speaking to leaders who are going to be used by God to express his grace and love to other men. Thank you so much.